showtime.
All right.
That's pretty good.
How's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Today, wherever from this beautiful world, we got another I Like You style here, and that is my phone. Sorry. This one today, the theme is, as you saw, the Beetlejuice dude, the Shrunkin Head guy, and Beetlejuice guy himself. So we're just doing beers that it doesn't have to have Beetlejuice on the can or anything like just or whatever, just anything that you think is related to that sort of thing. So juicy, juicy, juicy. Just think that way, I guess. But yeah, got another show today. We got East Coast LQ reviews and Bumpy Brewery. Thanks guys for being here. Appreciate you. And cheers to the chat who's tuning in. Let's see. We got that Metal Guy 1983. Cheers, Steven. And Paul Middlefrew. All right. Cheers, guys. All right. Let's get Tanner up here. Okay.
All right, what's up, guys? Oh gosh. So the beer I got is it's called Quarry Juice, and this is by Widowmaker Brewing. It's a double IPA, 8% alcohol by volume. The date is actually on the side right here. You can see that. It says 1/19/2022. So about a couple months old. Brewed and canned by Widowmaker Brewing, 220 Woodward Road, Wood Road, 220 Wood Road, Braintree, Massachusetts. And if you want to check them out, you can go to widowmakerbrewing.com. Paid $4.09 for the single can. And yeah, I've heard some good stuff about Widowmaker. I've never actually had any of their products, but I'm excited to try it. So I got my Trillium little snifter glass here. I'll pour it up. Check out the appearance. So it is definitely golden orange, a little bit darker than what I'm used to a double New England looking like. Nice sudsy white head. Looks like it's already leaving a nice lacing. Looks pretty good. Actually, a lot of citrus. Decent amount of citrus and definitely pineapple, but not going to get all into that right now. It smells good. So excited to try this. So cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers. Let me get that up for you. All right. Oh, shoot, man. Never mind me. Just let's get
Oh,
to
no, I was
Bumpy.
reading anyways. I didn't even realize I was still up here.
All right, Bumpy. Thanks,
All
Tanner.
right. So what I'm bringing, this is from Woodland Farms Brewery. They're out of Maine, somewhere in Maine anyways. Doesn't really matter. Kittery. I have Green Ghost Sour Ale. It's 4.9% ABV. There's no canned on date on this. It does say this is an American take on a German tradition, flavored Berliner style of ice, lightly tart with a floral aroma and flavor. So let's pour this Green Ghost and see what it looks like.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Nice.
Cheers. Please be green. Nope.
All
It
right.
does kind of have a slight greenish hue to it.
It looks like it on camera.
Yeah, it does.
It's not as
Yeah,
green
it's
as
kind
that.
of like a light lime kind of green to it. Yeah, more yellow, but
Nice.
Yeah, it's not as green as that Ecto Cooler one, remember?
yeah, very small white fizzy head fizzing away. It's not super clear. See, it's got this haze to it. Greenish, and yeah, smells like a Berliner Weiss. little bit of a
Nice.
sourness. So cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers,
All right.
brother.
Cool. All right. Not as green as the green milk. All right, so we got one here. It's also themed off the juicy part, the Beetlejuice part. Juicy. So it's a juicy IPA at 6%. I don't know what type of IPA it is. I don't know if it's a hazy or a Westy or anything like that. It's from Evergreen Brewing Company out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. 6% canned. I don't know. Doesn't say. So let's pour it. Well, it's definitely a hazy beer. Nice hazy look, kind of a hazy, kind of a clear hazy sort of. Almost looks like might be a West Coast style or something like that. I don't know. But it poured about a finger head there. Nice fluffy head. Real quick sniff. It's definitely juicy. Nice. I was expecting this to be a little bigger. I didn't want a 6%. Sometimes I don't. It's like 7+, but that's all right. I didn't read it. I just grabbed it and went. So, all right. Let's get back to Tanner and start our reviews.
All right. So honestly, I'm getting a little bit more citrus. It's like citrus. Think like tangerine, mango. It's not like the aroma isn't as pungent as some other double New Englands that I'm used to, like the one that I was just talking about, that Modest Man, my side beer. But yeah, it's definitely like, I'd say mango and tangerine, a little bit of like the grassy floral hop resin, but it's definitely kind of subdued, but nothing offensive. Some breadiness as well, some sweetness, some like honey like sweetness, but it's definitely not. It's not like juice bomb. Like you'll put like juice on the label and you think it's going to be like this juice bomb, punch you in the face with the aromas. Like it's going to be one of those ones where you crack the can open and you already start smelling pineapple and mango and peach. It's not really like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to dive into this. Enough rambling. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Well, that's actually really good. It's different, but it's good. I'd say it's more on the citrusy side. It's really creamy soft. It's actually kind of got I think I just said that with the Infamous. It's got like that creaminess to the extent where it's almost kind of like a vanilla. Have you ever got that with like very like soft, like you say, like pillowy soft mouthfeels? It's like so creamy that it almost kind of reminds you of vanilla.
Maybe. I might have had stuff like that in the past.
Yeah.
Milky kind of vanilla, like
peach.
Or sweeter. Maybe it has lactose in it or something.
Lava. Yeah, this is really good. Maybe a melon actually too, like maybe some cantaloupe. I'm surprised. That's wicked good. I wonder what the hops are. But yeah, like I said, very creamy mouthfeel, almost like kind of reminds you of vanilla. It almost kind of has like orange creamsicle. It's like reminiscent of like orange creamsicle because, like I said, you get a good amount of citrusiness. As far as bitterness and ABV, 8%, really no booze detection at all on the finish. It's lingering, but it's more like fruity and tropical on the finish. You're left with like juice, like you just drank juice. And I don't think the hoppy floral like bitterness really jumps out on the finish. It's more just like sweetness that lingers from the juicy and fruity flavors. It's really good. Carbonation, medium carbonation. Mouthfeel is medium to full. It's good. I enjoy it. I'll definitely have a good rating for this. I was not expecting that. I was a little disappointed with the aroma, and then as soon as I taste it, my opinion completely changed.
Nice.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Thanks, Tim.
Cheers.
Right on. All right, Bumpy.
All right. The aromas. I said it smells like a Berliner Weiss. It's got the sourness to the nose. Maybe a slight bit of breadiness. There is an aroma to it. I mean, they state floral, so that's probably what it is. I mean, I probably wouldn't pinpoint floral right off the bat, but yeah, you can see a floral note because it doesn't really smell like much of anything else. It's not like super fruity, so we'll go with that. Some type of a sweetness to a flower. Cheers, anyways. The head's completely gone.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Yeah, so very light body, good spritzy carbonation, extremely drying to the palate, quite sour on this one. So initial sour shock right up front, and then you start to kind of taste that nice sourdough like bread. Like the breadiness really starts to come forth. And then there's no real like pinpoint flavor to it. And pretty much it just tastes like a standard Berliner Weiss. Maybe a slight bitterness on the finish. And it just is the floral thing. Like I said, it doesn't taste like most floral things I've had, like out of like IPAs and stuff like that. But this doesn't taste like a fruit of any sort either. There's no like citrusness to it or anything. It's just pretty much a straight up sour Berliner Weiss type beer with a breadiness, sourdough bread, and a little bit of a bittering finish, very slight, but it is there, balances it all out.
So, question for you, Bumpy. So, if you were to rate the sourness at 1 to 10, what would you say it's like around? Because that greater good, the Funk Daddy, that's like a friggin' 9. It's hard to drink, you know. Something it's like that. What's it?
Yeah, no, this one's like right there in the middle. It's
Middle.
probably right around a 5 out of 10 for sour. Oh. Berliner Weisses typically aren't too sour, anyways.
Yeah.
Kind of usually stay more on the tart side. This one actually does kick into some sourness. But yeah, I've had stuff from like Ouzel Finch and stuff where you drink it and you're just like,
yeah, that was
sour. Yeah, but this definitely hits to the sour point though. So
nice,
right there in the middle, not the weakest, not the strongest, just right.
Right on.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, there's no other real flavors to it. It's sourdough bread, sour, and a little
more sour,
slight bitterness on the finish that doesn't really taste like hops at all. So
it doesn't sound like you're too impressed by
it. I would have liked some more flavors in there, but I mean, for Berliner Weiss style,
at least the can
for just a standard, basically, it's pretty decent.
At least the can's cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool can.
The beer's got that slight kind of I don't know, it's like asparagus piss.
yeah. Oh, nice.
Cheers.
Cool. Cheers, man. Thank you, Bumpy. All right. Okay. Let's get this juicy going. I got an itchy face again today. Oh, this beer's itchy. Okay, let's get into the aromas. If I can do this without pouring it everywhere. Oh boy, that's real juicy. Yep, that's citrus juice for sure. Nice lemons and lemon and pineapple and grapefruit. It's New England style too. I was looking it up. It is definitely hazy. It's got a candy to it, a candied grapefruit pineapple mix or something. It also has a little yeasty kind of Belgian yeasty kind of funk to it or something. Oh, it's weird. Or like an old fruit, like an older right before it's too ripe or something. Yeah. Yeah, hazy beer, white head, good retention. Nice lacing around the edges there. A medium rising bubble there and a carbonation. Let's get into this. What's the what's the color of this? It's like orange, I guess. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Man.
Well, it's lighter. It's 6%, and I'm used to bigger beers, so it is lighter. It feels a little more watered down to me. Something I gotta just adjust my palate to. Looser in the mouthfeel. Good. The body is a nice medium light body, and it's got a dry finish, a nice dry finish. The flavors, initially, I'm getting. It's very light. It's it seems balanced. It seems good there, but I'm just getting very light flavors, light feeling, light body. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, I got to adjust my palate to a lighter beer. But you are getting the pineapple and grapefruit initially, a little orange in there, navel orange, sweeter orange. It's got that candied kind of effect and taste, that sweet candy-like thing. Not cloying though. Definitely a citrus bomb. If it was bigger, it would be hella better. If this was like a 7.5, I imagine this would be a hell of a better beer. But it's really good though. It's not bad. It's drinkable. It's crushable in a way. I'm taking it down so quick. It really is tasty though. Don't get me wrong. I think the 6% is really what got me the most on this. But other than that, it's a really good beer. I like it. And that's really all I have to say about it. So Juicy by Evergreen Brewing Company. Not bad. All right, let's get back to Tanner and get your last thoughts, and we'll shout out at the end in our panel.
Nice lacing on this one. Look at that lacing.
Yeah.
So I can look it up on Beer Advocate, and it does say retired, which obviously it's not retired anymore. So I don't know. You know, maybe they probably got rid of it, brought it back. So yeah, it's definitely not retired. It says Citra and Apollo hops. So I don't know if I've had any IPAs with Apollo hops. Maybe I have and I just didn't know it. But yeah, this is really good. I definitely will say it's a little bit more of a like a citrus. I think they say it's like more fruit forward, and I can see that. There's like a big tangerine, maybe some grapefruit, very citrusy. I will say it's very citrusy, like on the aroma. And on the palate, it's very citrusy, but you also get like a decent amount of tropical flavor as well. It's very well balanced. Like I said, the mouthfeel, that mouthfeel is great on this beer. Like I said, it almost reminds me of like vanilla cream. It's such a creamy, pillowy, soft mouthfeel. Some cons. I like to enjoy my beer, not just drink it, but I like to get a nice aroma on it. And the aroma, it's not really. Maybe it's me. Maybe if you guys smell it, you would say, "Oh, what are you talking about? This beer has an amazing aroma." But me personally, I don't really get much out of it. It's It's a good aroma. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like dull and muted. I don't know. Sometimes certain beers and certain hops, I guess maybe they'll do that where it's not like giant esters of aromas, but the flavor of them is great. And like I said, this beer is really good. I really do enjoy it. It definitely has a different palate going for it. I will say that it doesn't taste like all the others. It has its own flavor, which is nice when you see what New England's because you drink New England, New England, New England, New England. They all start to taste the same. You get the pineapple, mango, and it's like it's nice when you get one that's a little different, or like if you get like one with like a Nelson Sauvin and that has like that white grape note. It's a nice difference in the beer. I'll give it a 95 out of 100. It's really good. I can see myself. So they only had single cans of it, but I asked about the other beers that I bought, and they said that the new added singles they don't upcharge on single cans. They just sell them as single cans because they didn't actually have like the 4 packs on the shelf. So they must have just got like a couple cases and they're cracking them open and just selling them as singles. Probably sell better that way. But I can see myself grabbing another 4 pack of this. I I enjoy it, and if uh if I were to go and be hanging out with Bumpy or whatever tonight, or I would have probably grabbed this. I would have brought him one of these, and I would have said, "Try this, Bumpy. It's good." So yeah, 95 out of 100, and yeah, it's really. I'm actually really impressed. Sometimes when you get beers like this and there's just not really much on it, there's not really much information. They don't throw up these big blurbs of like, "Oh, this is the best beer in the world. It's got flavor notes of this, and that." And sometimes it's the labels that are very just clean and don't really have much on them are the ones that people are kind of sleeping on. And I will say this is one of those beers that if you see this, pick this up and try it out yourself. So
Nice.
cheers,
I was,
guys.
I was looking up on the cheers, man. I was looking real quick on the Apollo hops. I didn't know anything about that, but it's
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've heard that too.
citrus, grapefruit, orange, pine, and resin and cannabis is
Okay.
the
It does
notes
kind of
on
have
that.
like a little bit of I will say it does kind of have like a little bit of that green flavor, and it's fresh. Well, it's less than 2 months, so
Nice,
right, still
cool.
fresh,
Sounds good though.
still
Sounds
recently new, I guess you could say. But yeah, it does kind of like I could see where you say like cannabis, kind of like that weedy green kind of flavor. Sometimes I say it's kind of like vegetable-y. I sometimes that'll like that vegetable-y flavor will kind of remind me of like the green flavor.
mhm.
You know, something that's like green, like really, really fresh hops. But yeah,
What was the percentage again on that?
8%.
Oh,
8%.
8. Okay, see,
Yeah,
that's more like it.
yeah. And
Six
you can't
percent
taste
there.
the 8 either. That's another thing that I should say too. The 8% is almost completely non-existent. If I just handed this to you, you'd be like, "What is this? Like a 6% or something?" But
Hmm. Cool. Well, thanks,
no,
man. All right,
yeah.
we'll get back
Thanks,
to
man.
shout
Cheers.
outs, but cheers, yeah. All right, Bumpy.
Uh, yeah, kind of short and sweet on this one, I guess, for the score. It's just like I said, it's a fairly basic style Berliner Weiss. Not too many thrills about it. It's decent. It's easy to drink, and I'm at a 92 out of
22.
100.
Nice. Still good score. So
Yeah,
awesome. All right. All right. Let's
sure.
cheers, brother. All right. Um this beer, I didn't mention a few things and I'm not with it today. Sorry. Part So I wanted to mention that this did have it being a New England IPA. It does have more of a juicier edge to it, but it also has a slight. It's actually not bitter, but it's got a nice piney resinous finish as well in there with the medium low carbonation. I didn't mention the carbonation of that, so I was trying to think of something else. But overall, it's a pretty good beer. It's a good fruity, like citrusy, fruity beer for a beer. It once you get adjusted to it, the fruits start to come out more, and it starts to be more tasty. So don't knock a 6% until your palate gets over what you just had, or have some water, or taste some bread or something. Have a cracker or something. Change your palate. Have a stout, or something like that, and then go into this.
Have some hot sauce. Be ruined for
Some
it.
hot sauce.
There you go. Hot sauce with a
Actually,
tortilla.
put it in the beer. No, but cheers, Kyle. Yeah, not a bad beer. I'll for what it is. I think the flavors were nice. I'd give this a 91. I'm going in between 90 and 92. I'm still going to pass it, though, with an A, in my opinion. Someone else might have a different opinion, but that is my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and get to our panel here. Just doesn't matter where it is, but let's go ahead and do our shout outs and tell everyone about our stuff and upcoming stuff. Heck yeah. If I could only talk better today.
This is what Kyle said.
That Bumpy shady.
You see what I replied to him?
Oh shit.
I woke up to Sadie staring at me.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I woke my eyes and Sadie's just there.
That was cool seeing you guys all together there.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was fun. Yeah.
I guess I'll start with the shout outs, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Samuel Adams Brew review. So if you got a Samuel Adams beer, it doesn't have to be old. I mean, it doesn't have to be old. It doesn't have to be new. It could be an old one that you've had before. So yeah, just grab a beer, come hang out, and talk about the brewery. We'll throw up a rating for our beers, rating for the brewery, average out everyone's ratings for the brewery, and that'll be the rating for the show. And then Saturday I do rate that beer, just like the brewery review. It doesn't have to be a new beer; it can be an old one. So anything maybe that you want to talk about. It's pretty laid back. You know, we ask each other like simple questions like, have you had beers that were better than that one? How does that compare in its style? And, you know, it's just laid back, rate a beer. I've actually had people on who were using other rating systems, like they were saying 1 to 5, and like Bumpy, I know he does his 50-point inspection, so feel free to rate it by that. You know, you don't have to do the 1 to 100. I actually used to do 1 to 10, and I used to give things like in like 0.5 increments, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody understands what you're saying when you say 9.5. You don't have to say 9. I mean 95. You know what I mean? You could just rate it however you want. It's pretty laid back, and if you want to rate it 1 out of 2, does it suck or is it great? You know, you can do 1 to 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Probably not that one, but yeah. As far as that, I just did a Modest Man review. One of the beers Bumpy gave me. So look out for that. That's gonna be dropping on my channel probably tomorrow. I'm gonna probably upload it tomorrow. And I hope to see some reviews of those beers that I left for you, Bumpy. Those 2 triples. Did we ever drink the raspberry one?
I threw them in the trash.
Aw. Did we ever drink the raspberry one, or did you get that one as well?
Yeah, we drank that one last night.
Oh, we did? Oh, that sucks. I thought maybe that you got that one too. I was going to say that would have been cool to see you do a review on
Tanner
4.
has terrible taste. Throw this out.
Dude, we had the Zlumber, right? The $10 Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
Fucking me and Bumpy are pouring it into our glass, and we're like tasting it and shit. John's got the bottle, and he's like chugging it, and he's like, that's good. It's like, all right, John. You're drinking the $10 Woodford Reserve barrel-aged Imperial Stout out of the bottle.
Ooh, I've caught myself drinking out of the bottle. I always drink out of glasses. Sometimes you end up doing that when you're a little too
He was
buzzed.
just in the moment, you know. He was in the moment, and I think there was just too much. One of those things where it's like you got too much in front of you. It's
You
like
had too many drinks going.
Yeah, you had too many things going. Yeah, I know. It's like you got like a bunch of. It's like Halloween, the day after when you dump out your bag and you're like, do I want a Snickers? Do I want a Kit Kat? You know, that was John last night with beer.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, thanks for having me, beer man. Always.
Yeah, as always,
fun
man.
being on
Yeah.
the show, hanging out with you.
Yep. Good having you. Cheers. All right, what you got, Bumpy?
All right. So for shout outs, 50-point inspection videos. my beer reviews. They come out on Wednesdays and Fridays. Then I have my live stream on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called New Brew. So bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. And just everybody, if you can think of any questions to bring along, please feel free. And that goes for the chat as well. Guys can drop any questions that you'd like the panel to be asked, and possibly they will be, because it's part of the show too. Question and answers, interrogation time. That's what it is.
All right, it's fun stuff.
Yeah, we got a few other shows going on out there. I'll just throw out Alex's Food Friday on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's doing Kit Kats and stouts this time, so that's
All right.
Alex the Beer Master. If you guys,
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good combination. I
That sounds kind of good, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
yeah.
We
all right already.
Is Miscellaneous doing? He's doing his Thursday 4.
He's doing a session
Count
there.
everybody out.
Yeah. Okay. And then Lep as well. Lep TV does this Thursday night thing. What's it? I forgot what it's called.
The
I'm
hot
sorry.
seat.
The hot seat. That's right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Can't forget him. All right. And if we've left anyone out, and anyone that's listening to this or whatever, we don't mean any harm. So, So me, I guess for Tuesday, beer and cheese will be anything. It's an open table one right before St. Patrick's Day. So we'll have one for St. Patty's Day. Of course, y'all know what that is, anything Irish. But next week will be an open one, 8 o'clock Eastern for that. And Wednesday is going to be this.
What?
A pretty cow.
A pretty cow. Think of a pretty cow. And go get a beer.
I want to think lactose. There you
Lactose, or an IPA that might have lactose, or an IPA that, or a beer that has a cow on it. It has nothing to do with lactose. I don't care. Just bring your
chocolate milk stout. Milk stout.
There you go. Milk stouts. Yep.
Milk stout.
Anything milk related. So
That's
even your sour, you get sours.
That's a good picture.
Yeah. So
that's a good one.
bring your style in. Let's see what you got. Keep it within the theme of that picture, and I'll be happy to let you on. So even if you brought something totally not the theme, I'm sure I'll let you on anyway. Screw it.
Can I sorry to interrupt. Could I
Oh,
shout
you're
out?
fine.
I didn't shout anybody out, but I will say Wildcard Wednesday with Thomas Metal 75, 7:30 tonight.
There you go. Yep. If he's doing it, he said maybe. So we'll see who hosts it if he doesn't do it or whatever. But
Sorry,
he left a Marco Polo saying he will be hosting. So
good. Okay. All right. Awesome. And Ron Therio as well around the same time is doing his spring beers, I think. 420,
Joker's Wild.
So Joker's Wild today,
as well.
Wow. Okay. Little competition there. All right. So look out for. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. Forgot what it was, to be honest. I scheduled it 2 days ago, so look out for that review. And brewery's coming along real well, so we're getting there. I just want to start brewing very quickly. All right, it's getting expensive, very expensive to buy these craft beers. All the time. So, you guys take it easy. Let me turn this off. Thanks to the chat. I appreciate all you guys being here. We do. Shark Home Brewing just showed up. Cheryl Crawford, Dagon Hills, Whiskey Scout, Joey at Square Table, Degenerates Podcast, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews, Middle Fruit, That Metal Guy, 1983, Stephen Cheers. If I missed any of you, I'm sorry. But thank you for showing up in the chat. All right, man. We are freaking out of here, man. Yes, sometime.